What is up, YouTube? We're back at it again with another video, and today I want to step away from the gameplay. I want to step away from my usual stuff. The usual stuff that I've been doing, and I want to talk about a topic that has been trending, if you will, right now on Siege, just in Siege, which is respawn game modes, because the new event is out and it's a respawn game mode. I believe it's the first respawn game mode in Siege. I could be totally wrong, but I believe it is. And it's a Halloween event, Muppet version. But before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, turn those notifications on. All right, so the family can grow. All right, let's just get into it right now. So today I want to talk about the pros and cons of just a respawn game mode, and then I'll put my inputted, like, my opinion at the end, and then I want to see what you guys think down below. Like, should we have a respawn game mode in Siege? I mean, what's your guys' opinion? All right, so I think this topic really started going because of GetFlank's videos, right? So he said Shroud was one of them, that he believes that Siege is just a non-stop sweaty, game, which I can see that. I mean, Siege is literally based around ranked and competitive, just being competitive in general, because I mean, you got search and destroy, and it's not like Call of Duty where you can use a riot shield or anything like that. I mean, you can you can use Montang and stuff like that, but a lot of people play ranked because the whole game is based around ranked in reality. So a lot of people want it to be more casual friendly, and that's where the topic really starts to come down into many opinions. So the cons of just a respawn game mode, one of them is it's hard to have a respawn game mode and have a one-shot headshot multiplier. And I get a lot of other games have it, but Siege is so different and unique in so many ways that it's not as smooth as the other games. Like, the movement's smooth, it's just the gunfights might not be as smooth, if that makes sense. Another thing is, as I've been saying, Siege is not meant to be, played casually in a way. Like, a lot of people just want to get better at the game so they can play ranked. I mean, the whole game's based on ranked. I mean, you have what, 4 game modes. You have newcomer, casual, unranked, and ranked, right? So, and all those have, like, what, hostage, bomb, and secure area. Like, it's not much to go around, and it's all very competitive unless you have a trolley team on the other side. So another thing is, people are not going to move around the map in Siege, especially, it's a game about angles. Still, even if it's a respawn game, it's still a game about angles. You're gonna have people, sitting around a corner, ADSing, and whoever usually sees each other first is gonna win the gunfight. Usually, I mean, you'll sometimes have that flick of the sentry, but for the most part, it's gonna be a pretty campy game mode. And the game mode that's out right now in the event, it's very it's not as campy as a lot of people would think, but you still have people, like, sitting in a window looking across on the other side and just staying inside that building. Yes, you have frags, yes, you have flashbangs. All right, and I actually think that the flashbangs and the grenades have a pretty good balance to them. Like, in a way, like, as a goo mine, it recharges, but not as fast as a goo mine. So I think they can definitely work on that, and it's definitely an opportunity that they can definitely grasp and expand on in the future. Another thing is that I can see as a con is people play, and this is very, very little, but I can see people playing this respawn game mode to level 50, right? And then jump into a ranked game. They might not play ranked, forever, but if you want newcomers to learn the game and to get used to it so they can play ranked, I can see people playing this TDM mode or this respawn mode until they hit level 50 and then jump into a rank and then torch everyone's MMR, if that makes sense. So now I've said 4 cons about the respawn game mode. I want to talk about the pros, and the pros in my opinion are very little, and so it kind of sways it, but I also want to hear what you guys think down below. All right, so pros, it would kind of eliminate smurfing, and I say kind of very, not loosely, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't think a smurf is really going to play a respawn game mode. Smurfing is literally to go into ranked, carry, or just boost up their confidence because they're absolute trash. And if a Smurf does somehow manage to go into a casual, somehow I don't know how that works. I don't know anything, but I mean, it's pretty sad nonetheless. I mean, it's sad as Smurf in the first place. So another pro is new players would have a chance to play and learn the game. So I think this is the big one that is in discussion with the Siege community. When you join Siege, right? Think about it. You've never played the game. All you've played is Call of Duty, right? And the first map that you play is Bank. And you're getting done droning. You're attacking. You're getting done droning, right? And you spawn near sewer. And the first thing that you see is a spawn kill by Doc or Rook killing you because there's nothing blocking your spawn. That would piss me off. I'm just going to be totally honest. That would piss me off so much. And I think that's where Siege is losing new coming players. That there's so many angles, you know, the leaning aspect of the game. I mean, some games have it, but not, you know, majority. I think there's this respawn would let them get used to the movement, especially, you know, console to PC. Like, I'm an example of that. You know, my aiming with the mouse is totally fine, but me getting used to the keyboard and the movement is totally different. It's not as smooth as if I was on console. So this game mode would definitely help that, right? Another one would be is just possibly growing the community a little bit more. I mean, the respawn game mode would be lighthearted. I think that's the intent of this event as well, right? It's a party game mode. It's intended to be lighthearted and everything. So if you have a Sweat that's a champion and he's drenched all over his keyboard and mouse, right, or his controller, and he just wants to, you know, play some casual, doesn't want to worry about anything else, I think, you know, the game mode could help in a way. I mean, because you can say, like, oh, if you want to take a break, and like if you want to, you know, not be so competitive in Siege and, you know, want to take a break from it, why not, you know, play another game to get it off your mind? Well, Siege is a lot of people's favorite game, so I can see this game mode really helping in that way, right? And I hope it doesn't turn out to be so toxic, because right now a lot of the game mode is if you make it all the way to the other, you know, spawn, I think the people that spawn have 5 seconds, 3 or 4 seconds to get their blue shield or orange shield or whatever it is, so they can't be hit, and then they can still shoot the people in the spawn, but that shield wears down in time. So people just wait, and I think that's how a lot of the kills are being, like, people are getting killed in general. Another pro for the respawn is just a warm-up game mode. I don't think that this will replace T-Hunts or, say, aim labs or anything like that, but I think it could help the community in that way, in that aspect, and I think that that's a good thing, because it's another way to get better if you think about it. So a respawn game mode would definitely help in, yeah, just technically warm up, get some kills in, learn some angles, jiggle peaks, try peaks, anything like that, right? So I think that would be a good thing, and I think that's a pro. So I gave you 4 cons and 4 pros. I want your opinion on the comments down below of what you guys think, because this is really trending right now, and I'm actually very curious of what the Siege community thinks in general. My personally is I'm one of those tryhards, so I think Siege is meant to be played competitively. It's not that my opinion is always right. Man, I get both sides. I do. So I want to know your guys' opinion. Make sure you comment down below, leave a like, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.